Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for April. It's great to have you. We're going to get 3 cards here, Gemini. The 6 of Pentacles is really not cooperating, so maybe you have some sort of investment that's not cooperating, or it is. Ace of Wands, that's a side message. You could have investments that are... I will say Bitcoin is at a high. If you own Bitcoin right now, it's gone over 60,000, which I don't think it has since, when was that? I had a big investment when Coinbase went live as a ticker. Page of Cups. Somebody likes what I'm saying. Somebody admires my Bitcoin knowledge. All right, Gemini, we're going to get into it. 3 cards. If you own Bitcoin, it's looking good right now. That's my point. Okay, here we go. Now I'm getting OCD with my shuffling. We're going to get 3 cards here, Gemini. Thank you for waiting. And congratulations. We're going to get 3 cards for the extended as well, Gemini. If you are interested, it's linked up at the top of the comments. The Devil at the bottom of the deck with the Tower. Gemini, what are you doing to me? You do this shit to me every month. Okay. This is either something spicy with the Tower and the Devil, or this is something spicy in a less fun way. So we're going to look into it. If it's a less fun way, it's something that is going to end up being good for you in the end anyway. And this is why I'm saying that, because we have 2 8s here. We're in an 8 year. We have the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. If you're detaching from something toxic right now, Gemini, that has caused a lot of upheavals in your life, who did I talk to with the earthquake? I was talking... It was one of the earth signs that I filmed yesterday, and I was talking about feeling like these rocks were, it might have been Capricorn, when we have Capricorn right here. So yeah, maybe you want to watch that reading, Gemini. But what I'm seeing with the Tower and the Devil, well, specifically what I'm seeing with the Tower is there was something in your life that it looks like you're walking away from that was causing a constant upheaval, and it's coming through less as an earthquake for you and more of just an annoying noise in the background. I'm hearing a if you're busy during the day, Gemini, which I'm sure you are, you're a freaking Gemini, we have a lot of stuff going on, right? I'm a Gemini midheaven, and so I'm always busy during the day. But then at night when it gets quiet, during the day I couldn't hear that sound is my point. You may have had, or you're realizing it now and you're walking away from it, realizing that there was something that kept you stuck. You realize something actually was toxic, or you're about to, that it's looking like you're going to walk away from this year with 8-8, because we're in an 8 year, 2024. If you add those numbers up, 2 plus 4 equals 8. I know math, Gemini. And then all the Southerners are going to come in and say, Missy, stop saying that about us. We're not stupid. Why are you using a Southern accent? It's actually more of a Texas accent, because I grew up with Kenneth Copeland. Okay, that's for another day. I'm sorry, Gemini. I'm in your reading, so don't give me that shit. You know what it's like to be a Gemini. Your mind is everywhere. 8 year. You're walking away from something this year that kept you stuck previously. Then what I was going to say about the sound in the background, it's if you're busy during the day, you're not going to notice it. The noise is going to overtake that static or that annoying kind of sound that's... But then at night when you're laying in bed and you're hearing that sound, you're going to be like, what the hell is that sound? Is that the smoke detector? Does it need a new battery? What the hell is that? And this could be something in your mind, the sound. is what I'm seeing here, Gemini. Like, this isn't necessarily, like, literal. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe you should check your smoke detector. I don't know. That could be literal for somebody because we do have this Capricorn energy, right? That's very practical. All right, Gemini. I'm pulling it around. Okay. Give me one more second with this Devil Tower. Whatever this is here, Devil, Tower, Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, it's going to be handled this year, is what I'm getting. And I know this is not a yearly, this is a monthly. But I think that there could be something kind of coming up in April that you can't deny with the Tower, that you realize is more toxic than you wanted to give it credit for, whatever this is for you. And toxic, I mean, toxic can be like you're putting too much effort or too much of an investment, back to the Six of Pentacles, in a particular direction. Hold on, Gemini. Oh my God. My phone is black and I need my, this is an allegory, but let me, also actually have to fix it, but this is also an allegory. Couldn't be any more perfect, that allegory, and I'm going to explain it. Sometimes it just takes a minute to come into focus, and sometimes you also need an outside perspective, or just the perspective of a sudden realization of that something is actually stealing more energy from you than you realize. Now, what I just did there with my phone, and then we're going to hop into the cards. We're doing 20-minute readings this month, Gemini, to make up for the fact that I went into a different dimension and I forgot to post air signs last month. So I'm doubling my time this month to make up for that fact. I don't know where the hell I went. If you want to know more about that, watch the Virgo reading. I explain it more there, as well as in the Taurus reading. So anyways, back. You know when you have that power save mode on your battery on your phone that I just did there? It's like there's been something in the background for you here, Gemini, that has been, it's like it's been siphoning your battery and your screen kept going black and you need to see your timer. Like, I need to watch my timer while I'm filming this reading. This is a very practical example that I'm using as an allegory for you. For you, it's something else. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe you're a YouTuber too, but it's like you need something to be clear, but it's a black screen. Why is that? It's because of like, there was a mode on, or a mechanism. It's interesting because we talked about investments and I'm suddenly seeing VWAP, which is like, how do I explain the spirit quickly? I don't have much time here. It's like, it's an indicator. So basically when you're looking at a chart, there's something called VWAP. Stay with me, guys. I know I'm not trying to make you gloss over, but I am talking to Geminis, and Geminis are interested in a lot of different topics. So it's like VWAP is basically, it's an indicator that you put on top of the stock market chart that you're looking at so that you can see like what is the average price comparatively to what it's at now. Is she all over the place or is she a genius? The world may never know. You tell me, Gemini. All right, you know what I mean? All right, so here I am back to the VWAP thing. I have a point to all of this. We're going to get to the cards. This is an analogy. There's an energy vampire in your life that this year you're going to realize that with these eights here. It's something that you're going to emotionally detach from because you're going to start to see that it's affecting you more than you realized, right? It's like, it could even be, weirdly, it could even be affecting your, like, we only have so much battery life in a day, right, Gemini? And you might not think that that little sound in the background is affecting you because you're so busy, or, you know, you just got a lot going on in your life, so you're not noticing it. But then when you have like a moment of peace and clarity, it's almost as if you're starting to realize, like, wait, something's more problem than it's worth. Like, I'm seeing somebody putting out little fires, like they're just little fires. It's like a tiny fire on the ground that you can just stomp out with your boot. And so you're kind of like, who cares? Like, this, either this is a person or this is a thing in your life. And I just keep seeing the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm seeing it as like a tiny, tiny hole in, like, say you have like a blow up tube for your pool or something. It's like, it's the tiniest hole, but then it was all blown up, and then 3 days from now you go out to your pool and the whole thing is flat. And you're like, what the hell? I just blew this thing up 3 days ago. What the hell happened? It's the tiniest of holes. And you can't find where the hole is because it's so tiny. You can't even find the hole to patch it up. There's something that Spirit's going to reveal to you about where that proverbial hole is in your tube, whatever. I know there's too many analogies in this reading, Gemini, but I really hope this is making sense. Let me just sum it up. There's some sort of energy vampire in your life that's taking more energy from you than you realize. Even if it is a tiny thing, it's like you're exerting more energy than you realize in some sort of a situation here, and it's gonna be revealed to you. That is my message. Thank you for waiting for that entire time, Gemini, for me to get to that point. Card number 1 is the Three of Wands. See, it's something here that's like affecting your foresight. And again, I can't help but go back to this investment energy. I mean, you could literally have investments, and if it's not literal for you, it's like an investment. There's something that is distracting to you over here, almost like a cloud over your foresight with the Three of Wands. It could also be saying there's something that is affecting your growth here. And again, this is literally, it's going back to investments. It's like, so I whatever this is, whatever category this comes through, excuse me, Gemini, for you, you're going to see the connection. I'm hearing that very clearly. It's like you're gonna see the connection. I'm not just giving you this bad news and you're like, oh my God, where is the hole? Where is the energy vampire? How am I gonna know if I can't notice? I'm so busy. I'm only bringing this message up because you're going to see it, and I'm hoping that you'll remember this message and it will be a sync for you at the time that you have this revelation. So anyways, card number 2, Gemini. This is your, when I get in your reading, man, it's like, I'm everywhere. Okay, 9 of Cups. What I'm seeing basically is whatever all of this is that I'm talking about here, you're going to have a favorable outcome in the end. You're going to be sitting pretty in the end. I put out a short the other day that was called Sitting Pretty. I'm getting that message on this card again here. It's like you see potential in a particular direction with the Three of Wands, Gemini, is what I'm seeing here. It's like you're looking out toward some sort of a dream that you have, a wish, you know, with the 9 of Cups. And I don't really read the 9 of Cups as a wish very often. Like, people say wish granted and stuff, but I am seeing it as that today. There's some sort of a wish. I don't have the star here, but we do have the Tower. And you know what comes after the Tower? Your dream, your wish, so it's like you may have to get through something over here, maybe even in the back end, because I'm seeing it as almost like not a virus, but it's like there's too many tabs open or something, and it's slowing you down, and it's something that you're not realizing. Like, I went in my phone the other day, and I realized that there were, on the Safari app, I never use that. I always use the Google one on my phone. But I went into the Safari one, shout out to dent makers, so that I could go on my phone. And I went in there and I was like, there's literally 300 tabs open from the past like 5 years on my phone that I never freaking noticed. Literally. Like, and so I just went through and like the tabs in the back end that I did not know were open. It's like, holy shit. I had that many tabs open. You're catching my drift here, Gemini? It's like, especially if you're an intuitive person, it's like we can have all these tabs open to people. Not soul ties, it's not that extreme in this case today, but it's like you could be a very caring person with the Page of Cups and you want to see the best for everybody and you want everyone's investments to work out for their benefit. It's almost as if there needs to be like a barrier between you and these tabs, or closing out some of these tabs here, except for the very important ones is what I'm seeing. But back to this message. Once we work through all this stuff, and I have Gemini as well, so I'm not just talking like to you, Gemini. I'm saying like I identify with this as well. I'm not just like preaching at you here, like, oh, you need to like take care of your tabs. I'm saying like as a friend, there's a lot of energy in this reading. You're a Gemini, so I love Gemini. My sister and my dad are Geminis. You know what I mean? I'm very used to this energy. It's a very like electric, exciting energy for me to be around. I love Gemini, but sometimes Geminis have to land, you know, especially if you've got a lot going on here. I think that that's what this detachment energy is with the Eight of Cups. It doesn't even have to be like there's some terrible people in your life that are energy vampires. It's in the same way as like your batteries being drained and you're not realizing it. That's how simple it is. It's all going to work itself out is what I'm seeing. You're going to have a favorable outcome in the end with this Nine of Cups. Card number 3 is the Knight of Cups. And then this just comes in out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what this is here with the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. We have Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Cups. We have Pisces, we have Aries here, we have Taurus, we have Leo, we have Pisces, Cancer, if this is a person, that's why I'm pulling these, with the Ace of Cups. So if you're attracted to a person here with the Queen of Wands, and those signs could be significant for you on who this person is or who you are, in other words, is the Three of Cups, meaning you're going to have some sort of reunion with a person here. Reunion, I don't know. I don't really feel like this is an ex. I feel like this could be some sort of just a coming together with a person here. Either they're coming towards you with the Knight of Cups or this is you. Maybe you need, like, I don't know how to say this. It's like maybe you can't even like fully focus on a relationship to do this whole Knight of Cups thing because there's all this going on. And so maybe it's kind of just like divine timing sort of a thing. You or them, those signs that I mentioned could be significant for you. So I feel like that's just kind of like the closing message, that this stuff that I was talking about is more... It feels like work. It feels like life stuff. It feels like general, just like everyday activities that could kind of be draining you or are just kind of like a lot on you right now. I think you're just really busy, Gemini, and good for you. Look, I mean, whatever you're investing in right now, literal investments, work investments, friendship investments, people, like whatever this is for you, Gemini, that part of it is looking great. You know, community, Three of Cups, but there's other stuff that I think you're just a caring person and you let people pull on you too much, and so do I understand it. I feel like this is not really a warning. It's just kind of like a friend being like, hey, I see you. So if you're interested, Gemini, in getting your extended, I would love to have you over on Patreon. Link is in the top of the description, and I will see you on the next one.